Aiken High students, I'm Danny Romano.
And I'm Samaj Ralph.
This week we look at Mr. Red's classes, the library resources, and how COVID-19 has affected Aiken High.
Live from the Hive is AHS News.
Hi, I'm Nicole Pascal.
And I'm Sam Taylor.
We're taking a look at the pre-engineering course.
Here's Mr. Red with more information.
I teach a introduction to engineering design course, which is mainly about design and about introducing students to engineering. Students will learn 3D CAD software, solve problems, document their work, that kind of stuff. I teach a second level course which is called Principles of Engineering, which gets into more of the math side of engineering and kind of exposes students to all different types of engineering. And then we actually do some robotic type stuff and do some programming. My third course is Civil Engineering and Architecture, and so that course focuses in on civil engineering and architecture. It's the development of a structure, development of a site, doing 3D CAD again. So students really enjoy that class, and that's really my background is civil engineering, so I really enjoy teaching that class. My fourth class is called Engineering Design and Development, and that is what's called a capstone course, which is basically a year-long project where students will try to identify a problem and they will try to design a product that solves that problem. And so they spend the whole year researching the problem, researching the product, designing that product, and then testing that product, and then they would present that product at the end of the school year, along with explaining how they got from the very beginning to discover that problem all the way to the solution and the presentation of it. So it's a fun course.
This class interests me because I want to be an engineer and major in either civil or mechanical, or maybe chemical in college, and have a career when I grow up in engineering.
We have one project in Principles of Engineering, what's called the marble sorter, where they have to take different types of marbles made out of different materials, and they have to sort those marbles based on their materials. And so that takes some time, depending on the students and their level of how easy it is for them to learn how to use the equipment and do the programming. It could take well over a month, considering I only have them for 45 minutes most days. So it takes, it just depends on the product, on the project itself. Some projects are just a day or two because they're really small, and some take a month or more.
Hi, my name is Luke Hamrick. I graduated from Aiken High School in 2020 and am currently enrolled at Clemson University. Mr. Red's class has greatly prepared me for the engineering classes I am taking now, especially computer-assisted design, which I haven't struggled with at all since being here. Completing Project Lead the Way, I feel like has put me ahead of my peers in engineering, and for that I am really thankful.
Hey, my name's Hunter Sheely, and I graduated from Aiken High School last year, 2020, and now I'm enrolled at USC in Columbia, and I really feel like Mr. Red's engineering classes help prepare me for what I'm doing now. I'm doing civil engineering.
So I've always had a desire to do what I do in this field with engineering and design and drafting, but I also had an idea, or at least a desire, to teach as well. And so when I was given the opportunity to put those two things together, it was amazing. And then to be able to teach at the school I graduated from was pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Michaela Tucker.
And I'm Gabrielle Gray.
Our Media Center is a calm, welcoming environment. It has many services to help students stay productive, but you don't have to just take our word for it.
Here are a few words from our media specialists, peers, and teachers on how they use our Aiken High School Media Center.
I have been a media specialist. This is my 11th year, and this is my 26th year in education. We want the center to be open to everyone and for students to feel like that they can come in whenever they would like. We're open from 7:30 to 3:45, and we're here for you to check out a book. You can come in and do research. You can come in and do a group project. You can come in and study together. We have the patio that is in the back that's open for lunch, or if you'd like to come study during your free time, that you can do that.
Our first purpose is to serve the students. And so that includes bringing them in, making it attractive, making you want to come in to use our facilities, whether it be we've already opened up the door so you know that you're free to come in at any time.
Oh, I love our library. I've had an excellent experience there. The librarians we have, the media specialists we have are extremely helpful, lots of great resources. One of the main reasons I like to use the library is for research. When my kids are doing research, it's really important. So that's probably the main reason I use the library, is to teach research skills.
The facilities that we have here, it's absolutely gorgeous. We've got over 12,000 books, both fiction, nonfiction, biography, references. And we have a lot of different resources for our students. So we have the computer collection, we have a printer available, we have conference room, we have comfortable seating areas. And so that is, I love all that we have here.
We are offering a push-out service where if you don't have time to visit the library, we are up in the English wing on Tuesdays or Thursdays, depending on our schedule. And we'll have books on a cart for you to check out, or we also have on our website a form that you can fill out, and we will actually bring a book to you during ILT.
But what a lot of kids don't realize is that we don't just check out books. We also work with the faculty and staff and support them. We are fluid in the different curriculums that the teachers teach. We have been teachers ourselves, so that we actually co-teach with a lot and collaborate with other teachers within the school.
I think that the amount of kids who are reading these days has gone down and down and down. So they're really trying to get literacy up and interest in books back up again. And so I think it would be important if we can get more and more kids back into reading and back into the library.
A lot of students need to go in there. They need to look for books. People need to start reading more. People need computers whenever they don't have anywhere else to go. So, and it's a quiet place to just chill and just get work done.
No, why do you think that? Well, for one, things like to get books, and the computers in there are helpful too if you don't have a computer at home.
We want kids to come in and read, to come in and socialize. Obviously, this is not a play area. However, it is an opportunity to be able to sit down, have a conversation, find your quiet spot, and take advantage of the services that we have here.
We're excited that we're open, and we want as many students to come and visit as possible.
We are here for you, and we're here for the staff, and we're here for the stakeholders. Whatever you guys need, we want to be able to provide that service for you.
Knowledge is power. And the more you read, the more power you have. So if somebody is well read and better read than you are, and they have more knowledge, they have more power over you. So we need to be powerful people, and we need to read.
Hi, I'm Lushawn Hatcher.
And I'm Kayla Washington.
This year has been a very unique experience and has presented new challenges for all of us.
We asked our teachers, staff, and peers here at Aiken High about their own experiences this year, as well as tips on how to stay safe and stay optimistic.
When it first hit back in March, it was devastating to my spirit because I love being in here. First of all, this is brand new to me, and I love my new facility. And I didn't even get to finish a full year in my facility this year or last year, and that was really hard on me, just me as a professional, to not get to see a school year to completion, to true completion. It was rough, kind of depressing.
It's been a little bit more difficult for us to be able to see our students, especially when we were on a hybrid schedule and students were only here for 2 days a week.
The entire summer, I spent thinking about strategies to be able to teach and to be able to do what we usually do, but to do it cautiously and following the CDC guidelines and everything.
School's a completely different environment now that COVID's a thing. It's like the atmosphere has changed a lot. Like it just feels very tense and like thick when I'm in here, and it just almost feels suffocating.
But we have also seen an increase in social emotional issues that our students are experiencing due to COVID, and just the stress with academics, strains that they've seen in the classrooms and the demands outside of the classroom whenever they're not able to interact with their teachers as much.
It's just a blessing to get to come to school, and I'm just happy for what we can do, and I try not to focus on what we're unable to do now in this moment of time, and just be really happy for the blessings of being able to get to be at school, and I get to see my students, and so whatever we do is better than it was in March, April, and May.
I know that the quarantine, like whenever a student has been exposed and they're having to go through the quarantine period, that has caused some issues for students and families. And many of our students have missed out on some academic time because of those quarantines, and so that's been unfortunate for them.
I was in touch with the National Restaurant Association and seeing how they handle COVID and restaurant service and people working together in kitchens and that kind of thing, try to follow their guidelines. But
I think that students have been active participants in wearing their masks.
Please stay home. If you feel sick in any way, please stay home. Please go test. Please be careful. Hand sanitize. Wash your hands. Like, be careful around everyone. Don't party. Don't be in big groups. Just be careful. Be cautious. Think of others. Put others.
That's all for this week's AHS News production.
Thanks for watching, and go Hornets.